The zodiac signs that escape into fantasy worlds. Some signs seem completely incapable of living in this world. The truth is that we all, at some point, struggle when facing the harsh reality of the system we live in. Not every day begins with a smile. There are bad days, and that's something we must face. But some people simply create a fantasy world in their imagination, and sometimes become deniers of what's happening around them. Number 5. Virgo. Virgo is a mutable earth sign, and let's be honest, it's extremely perfectionist. When another person might say something looks fine, Virgo will definitely find a flaw and try to make it better and better. This way of being reaches a point where the native of this sign feels that nothing will ever be perfect unless they've done it themselves. They start feeling uncomfortable with everything others do, believing it's poorly done, and prefer to handle it personally. The way Virgo creates a fantasy world is by rejecting everything that wasn't made or supervised by themselves and isolating in their own experience. Something that isn't good at all, because with time, they become demanding, obsessive, and lonely. Number 4. Gemini. On the other hand, Gemini, an air sign, always stands out for its playful and fun personality. When we're around people of this sign, we can be sure fun is guaranteed. Their presence is one joke after another, one funny story after the next. But what happens when something serious occurs in life? Gemini's way of creating a fantasy world is by being 100% identified with their humorous and playful side. They prefer, at some point, to keep laughing and making others laugh, rather than facing emotions that are deeper or harder to process. Of course, positive energy and joy are valid, but not at the cost of denying other emotions. Number 3. Aquarius. Aquarius is the highest of the air signs, meaning the last air sign of the zodiac. As you probably know, this sign is deeply connected to large groups of people, to socializing, and to being part of a tribe or network. Aquarius represents the exchange between our individual self and the collective of people we interact with. However, there are moments when we wish society were a certain way, but to our disappointment, there's still so much to change in this world. The way Aquarius creates their fantasy world is by constantly daydreaming about a better one. Aquarius dreams of a world filled with inclusion, love, respect, and humanity. But this isn't always a tangible reality, and it's important for them to balance feeling with action so that one day that world can actually exist. Number 2. Cancer. Cancer is one of the most beloved signs of the zodiac, the little crab of the water element ruled by the moon. When we think of Cancer, we think of family, home, and elemental love. We think of a refuge and a place where we can be ourselves without judgment. Cancer's energy is deeply related to this, to care and affection. The issue is that, besides representing these qualities, Cancer also represents a huge comfort zone, one that's sometimes hard to leave. Inside the nest, of course, everything will always feel right because it's a familiar place, and you don't need anything else from there. But staying in that place means not spreading your wings and not discovering everything else the world has to offer. The way Cancer creates a fantasy world is by staying forever in that comfort zone. Number 1. Pisces. And here we have the king of Delulu. We're talking about Pisces. This water sign, as endearing as it is intense, connects us with our emotions and with everything watery within our being. In truth, for Pisces, everything is a fantasy world because the reality seen through their eyes isn't the same as it is for the rest of humanity. Pisces prefers to spend the day imagining possible scenarios rather than getting off the couch and creating them. They spend their time drifting as if floating among clouds of cotton candy. But when it's time to take action, it's as if all their energy has vanished. The way Pisces creates fantasy worlds is by romanticizing absolutely everything that happens in their life. For Pisces, everything is a lesson, a sign, or a warning. They live in a world of pure magic, and they truly enjoy it. Thank you for watching the video, and let us know your thoughts in comments box below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to get all the updates.